Hey everybody, it is time once again for the 411 with West Texas Rehab. As always, I've got the beautiful Miss Berkeley Puckitt here with me.
Hey guys.
Hey, and we've got a ruggedly handsome guest with us as well.
Going overboard.
Well, okay, so let's just kind of start at the beginning. First of all, Berkeley, would you love to introduce our guest?
Yes. Okay, so guys, this is a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
So this is our donor relations coordinator. This is Doran Reynolds, and this is his first time in podcast land.
I know. It's a big deal.
It is a big deal. He doesn't even have the Facebook. Okay, he had it for 6 days and got rid of it, but his wife does. So shout out to Susie.
There we go.
She's gonna have to share it for him.
Yeah.
But anyway, we just wanted to introduce Doran to our lovely land of social media.
Yes. Well, welcome. Welcome.
Thank you.
How do you like it so far?
Oh, it's great.
It's great.
He's loving it. Okay.
He is. Well, okay, so he's our guest today because we're talking about one of basically the founding events, really,
Yes.
of Rehab, y'all's fundraiser. So, of course, the Rehab.
Yes.
Roundup.
So we have our Roundup for Rehab as our
Yeah.
oldest fundraiser, and Doran's specific job is to do a lot of our agriculture things at Rehab. And so I'm going to let him talk about all things Roundup and then just hop on in. So Doran, go for it.
Take it away.
Okay. Well, as you said, the organization itself was founded in 1953, and in 1960, there was a couple, a Bowman County couple named Edna and Conda Wiley, who wanted to support the rehab, and they didn't have any money, but they did have some cattle, and conditions were much the same as they are right now, so they gave us cattle instead of money and allowed us to convert that into cash. So that's how Rehab Roundup was born.
That is amazing. That's amazing.
Back in those days, it was called the Crippled Children's Roundup. A lot of people might recognize it by that name.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But now we just refer to it as Roundup for Rehab.
It's catchy. Roundup for Rehab. We love that alliteration.
Exactly.
Definitely.
That is awesome. So, I mean, that just speaks to, we talk about the ties to West Texas and our, just the feel of neighbors helping neighbors here. So that really speaks to that, I think.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It truly does. And whenever you don't even think that you have something to give, you do, and that's why is so important, is to know that even in these rough times, maybe you can't give monetarily, but you can give in other ways.
Yeah. And we have huge ties to the agricultural community.
Yeah.
But in recent years, we've initiated a cotton drive for our cotton farmers. Last year, we initiated a grain drive for our wheat and milo growers. So
Wow.
all those folks we have a vehicle that they can contribute.
Yeah.
And those have both been very successful. So obviously going to be a little short this year, but the Roundup's a big deal.
It really is. And so if you could kind of walk us through again, we're seeing some of the same conditions when we look at drought, when we look at all that basically they saw and what's kicked it off. So how does that, I guess, just become a full circle moment for y'all?
Well, it's an annual event. I mean,
Yeah.
regardless of weather conditions. It's been going on this is the 63rd annual.
Mm-hmm.
But this year especially, we want to kind of remind folks, if you're bringing cattle to town right now, or sheep or goats, you don't have anything left for them, consider tagging one or two of them in and go ahead and make your Roundup donation.
Yeah.
Our sale here in San Angelo is scheduled for September the 29th. Yeah. But you don't have to wait that long. I mean, if you're bringing cattle in on Wednesday, sell Thursday, if you want to tag some of them in for West Texas Rehab, those proceeds will go toward the Roundup.
Wow, fantastic. So it's right away. They can do it right now.
Well, it's actually a year-round program. We have some producers that actually, we received some lamb and goat donations back in June.
Wow.
And I've received a couple of sheep donations last week. So, as I say, if you're in a position where they got to go, this is a good time to go ahead and jump in, and helps you out, tax deductible, helps us out obviously.
Right.
So that's kind of kind of where we're at. But
Yeah.
we
And-
do have, go ahead, Berkeley.
I was just going to say, and if for some reason you don't have a vehicle to get them to producers, or if you need us to come grab them, Doran, I'm not going to drive a trailer. I'm just saying that, but Doran can. We also have a counterpart in Abilene that can
Okay.
do the Abilene area. So if you're listening and you maybe serve outside of the Concho Valley, or you have family or friends that are outside the Concho Valley and into the big country, we serve all those areas as well, even into Ozona. So if you would like us to come get it, we can definitely come get your animals as well. We rounded up a couple of sheep the other day outside of Miles. We attempted to round up a bull yesterday. That was an adventure.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, we're going to come back to
Okay,
him.
We're
okay.
going to get him. It didn't work out yesterday.
Got
but
it.
we'll
Got
get
it.
him.
Yes. So whatever that looks like for you, please let us know, because we're happy to come help if you're not able to take it in at that point, or just whatever we need to do, we are happy to do that. So I know it's getting expensive to feed for that much longer towards the end of September. So like Doran said, you can actually just bring them on in anytime and donate them directly to Rehab.
Yeah, what a great program. And again, it goes back to the neighbors helping neighbors, and really what, kind of West Texas is all about. And like you said, even if you don't think you have something to give, you still have something to give. So I guess, what does it mean to you to really be involved and see that in real time going on?
Well, it's really, I'm coming up on my second year of rehab. It's rewarding for sure,
Yeah.
but I'm amazed at how many producers, people I've known for 30 years, have a rehab story.
Yeah.
And I run into that daily.
Yeah. I was about to say, you may not realize, somebody right next to you has a rehab story.
Well, actually, Doran does. I
Oh.
wasn't going to do this, but
Well, there
I'll
you-
put him on the
okay.
spot. I'll put him on the spot. He actually
Okay.
recently had hand surgery and has been going through our RT program.
Yeah.
Wow.
I got released from occupational therapy yesterday, so
Oh,
I had this hand worked on. It was all bent over like that, and now it's like that.
oh my goodness.
That's what-
Released yesterday, joining the internet
Yeah,
today.
that's
What are we?
Big stuff happening in the life
Yeah.
of Doran Reynolds, okay?
Yeah, lots going
That's
on.
what goes on at rehab. We encourage people to come and take tours.
Yeah.
We love to show that place off and show off what goes on over there. It's really amazing.
Yeah.
Treating something like 680 patients a day
Wow.
between the 3 locations.
Yeah.
That's pretty significant.
I would say so. It sure is. It sure is. Yeah. Let's talk about that for a little bit. Just your reach there at Rehab and all the areas you serve.
Yeah, so we have 3 different locations. We have San Angelo, Abilene, and Ozona, and I like to say we serve every little town in between.
Yeah.
So if you can make it there, we are happy to serve you. If you don't know which location is best, just call. We'll get you situated.
Yeah.
So you do have to have a referral from your physician, but you can call and talk to one of our therapists, talk to our intake, and then we can help you work with your physician to get that referral. So we'll just use Doran as an example. He knew that he needed surgery, so we kind of set up a plan. He knew he needed therapy right after his surgery. So we worked with his doctor and then our therapist to make a game plan for him.
Yeah.
And it's been how many weeks, Doran? 5
5.
weeks, and they thought it was going to be almost double that. And so he's been
Wow.
a star patient. He's had a star therapist, and it's all worked out. So
Our
he,
therapist for sure.
yes, but he's complied and done everything that he needed to do, and he'll be having his second hand and his surgery in November.
Okay.
And so actually we're thankful that he's able to do that as well. But our OT department is wonderful. All of our departments are just wonderful. We have amazing therapists that have just had so many awards and certifications. People come from California. They come from, we've actually had one from New Jersey. We've had
Wow.
people out of state come for our amazing hand therapy specifically.
Wow.
Along with lots of other therapists that they come to visit. Our pediatric therapist as well. They get visited from all over the state and outside of the state as well. But the hand therapists are just very well known to our area.
Yeah, because we got a lot of people working with their hands out there, like Doran.
We do. I'm like, you can't go down, Doran. I can't go get that bowl. You gotta do it for us.
you got to do it. Berkeley will be in the
Berkeley, I can't
passenger
go get
seat.
him either.
Wait a minute, yeah.
Yeah, apparently, you'll have to do it again. But
We'll get him.
Yeah, well, if you don't mind sharing a little bit about that process, because we talk about the therapy really being custom made, for the patient. What was that like for you?
Well, it was really easy on my side.
Yeah.
I mean, I took the doctor's orders over to Leroy, was my therapist. And, he did his measurements, and they determined where we were and where we wanted to get to. And yesterday, he went through all those measurements again, just went down the list and checked them off, said, well, we're there, you're done.
Wow.
And I went twice a week for 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
and
is
he just
awesome.
made a customized plan with the physician. So really the patient doesn't have to do much, which is really nice. It's customized with your physician directly. And we work with all physicians in the areas. You can just, whatever physician you're working with can just send a referral over to us and we can make a game plan with them together that can be customized specifically for your needs or your child's needs or your parents' needs or whatever that looks like. We can make sure that that's happening for you and that you get really good recovery time. And that's one thing that we're really proud about is that we are very efficient. As long as you come and you're compliant with all those schedules, you will meet or beat your doctor's expectations.
Wow.
So yeah, we have seen time and time again that happening.
And you don't have one therapist with 8 clients at once.
Oh, yeah.
It's one-on-one.
It's one-on-one. Wow. Wow.
And
I'm sure that makes a big difference.
Not only in OT, but that's how we do it.
Wow. That
And
is awesome.
most of the time you get the same person every single time. You may have a different one depending on if you need different type of therapy or maybe someone's out that day. But I mean, you saw your therapist every single time.
Well,
Pretty continual.
One time that he wasn't there.
Okay. But yeah, it's
For the
pretty
most part,
continual
yeah,
care.
but he monitored my results and my
Wow.
progress. So that's how it works.
That is awesome. That is awesome. And again, it just speaks to that quality of care there at Rehab.
Yes, definitely. And so we have a ton of Roundup events going
Yes.
on, and we have a Roundup flyer. So if you received one of these in the mail, then you'll see all the dates. And if you didn't, you can contact us. We can send it to you, or they're all on our website. That's on the screen. So you can look at all of those dates on there. And as you can see, I don't even know, you guys. There may be like 22 in 2 months or something
I was
crazy
about to
like
say,
that.
y'all always have so many events going on, and I feel like at the same time.
We do. We have very busy seasons. Fall is
Yeah.
very busy, and then obviously telethon January, and then
Right.
spring is super crazy. But we love it that way. We absolutely
Yes.
love it that way. So we have our chairman in the area. We have Jody Fry and Bob Helmers, and so they're wonderful. Jody is at Producers, and then Bob Helmers is a big supporter of Rehab. He has a supper that he puts on at his ranch for us every year, and then we will have a lunch at Producers. If you come out to the sale, we'd love to host you for lunch that day. We also have an auction during that, so maybe you don't have animals, but you want to come out and purchase something else or be a part of it. We would love to have everybody come out on that day and support us at Producers.
Yeah, that is amazing. Yeah, kind of going back to that, say if someone out there is watching and they're just like, I maybe have like, one calf. I don't know if that's going to make a difference. What would you say to them?
Oh, it all makes a difference.
Yeah.
Huge difference.
Yeah.
I mean, it adds up. In most of our producers, one head, two head maybe. I have a few that'll give me 4 or 5, but it's mostly 1s and 2s, and they add up.
Yeah.
As Berkeley said earlier, everybody's got something that they can contribute if they want to.
Yeah. Exactly.
And we take auction items as well. So maybe you make custom leather works or make knives or do something that would be good for one of our auctions. You can do that specifically for Roundup if you want to. Or we do telethon and lots of other things during the year. Again, just call us and let us know.
Yeah.
Or if you'd like to volunteer, we would love to take volunteers as well. So we have 44 events a year that we do between the 3 locations.
Only 44.
Only 44, you guys.
Yeah.
But we can definitely put you to volunteer, or if you have an item to donate with an animal or without an animal, we really will take it all, and it will go directly back to patient care.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so let's walk through the actual Roundup event
Okay.
on the day of.
The big kickoff is at Fort Chadbourne. That happens on August 20th.
Okay.
And that'll start at 6 o'clock. It's open to anybody that wants to come. We'll have barbecue dinner, and then we'll have entertainment by Red Stegall.
Red. We love Red.
We love
Everybody
Red.
loves
Love
He's
Red.
the best.
But him and the Bunkhouse Boys will put on about a 1-hour show. And
Okay.
Yeah, it's a great evening. The next event, as Berkeley mentioned, we'll have the Roundup supper at Bar H. Brangus Ranch down close to South Christoval, and that's Bob Helmer's place. Then we have the Abilene Roundup sale. It'll be September 13th at Abilene Livestock Auction.
Okay.
Cotton Roundup is an ongoing thing. Here again, we realize that's going to be a little short this year, but I'll guarantee you we'll have some guys that'll step up.
Oh, for sure.
We will.
Next event is the Coleman. No,
St. Angel's
we're
Sale.
next.
Yeah.
San Angelo sale is out at Producers on September 29th, and there'll be a barbecue. And as Berkeley said, live auction. We'll have 10 or 12 donated items, knives, tools, coolers, things of that nature. So if you want to come out and have some barbecue and bid on some of that stuff, we'd love to see you. Then we have the Coleman Roundup sale at Coleman Livestock Auction on October the 5th. And then we go to Stephenville on October the 22nd.
Yeah.
And those are the 4 featured livestock auction sales. And then we'll also be hosting some, we've got some registered breeders in the area that we help host their annual production sales as well. So we got a lot going on the next couple of months.
Yeah, y'all really are everywhere. Most definitely. So for folks who may be watching this and they're like, I have never set foot in a sale barn before, they're still welcome.
Absolutely.
Okay, so let's just talk about me. Okay, obviously I look like I have been in the sale barn recently, right? No, I do not. And so 2 years ago, even though we are part of a sheep and goat ranch that's 100 years old with my husband's family.
Right.
Y'all, I had never been in a sale barn before 2 years ago. And look, I'm fine. I have not been phased. I'm actually more cultured because of it.
There you go.
Yes, wear your boots, don't wear your boots. Come on out. We would love to have you. Producers is so welcoming and so kind. And just if you want to come for a free lunch, that's fine. If you want to come actually for the sale and just watch it, it's really cool.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, it's really, really neat. It's just so fun. The auctioneers talk so fast. It's crazy. I don't even know how people start bidding. I'm like, what did you just buy? What's happening? Keep your hand down if you don't want to bid. I'm just saying.
Keep your hand down.
Yes. But it's very entertaining to watch. And our entire group is there and we just love it. And so I would encourage anybody to come see it because it's really neat. And it just talks about, again, that history, the neighbor helping neighbor, the agriculture community that we're all about. So if you haven't been a part of it, I would really encourage you to come.
Yeah, most definitely.
And a note to producers, if you've never contributed, it's easy.
Yeah.
When you get down there to the unloading alley, just tell them you want to tag that one in for rehab, and then you tag the rest of them in for yourself or whatever. But on the bottom of the rehab ticket, just write donor and put your name on there.
Easy enough.
That's simple.
And then they communicate with us, and then we will send your tax donation letter directly to you. So you don't have to do anything else. You just literally put donate to the rehab, and producers, shout out. They are amazing to work with, have worked with us since the very beginning of this, and we appreciate all that you guys do for us. They're just amazing. We appreciate the leadership there and all they do for the rehab center. On top of everything producers, they also do a lot of personal stuff for us.
Yeah.
And there'll be the Tuesday prior to cattle sale on the 29th, the 27th, I guess. Benny Cox will have a portion of the sheep sale that will be dedicated to rehab as well.
Okay.
So if you're a lamb and goat producer, bring them on and come join us that day.
Bring them on, folks. Bring them on. Well, guys, thank you so much for being on and telling us about all this good stuff. Do you have any final thoughts or messages that you want to share with everybody?
I just think it always goes back to that we get to serve patients in our community regardless of their financial ability to pay. And so that's why we do what we do. You know, we make up over $1.5 million in fundraising throughout all these events. And you don't really think you make a difference, but you do. Every single bit makes a huge difference in the quality care that we can provide our patients. So if you just remember that, then we will take whatever you want to give us.
How about you, Doran?
Well, just a big shout out and thank you to all the ag producers.
Yes.
Obviously, those are the guys I zero in on, but not just the ag producers. I mean, we have a huge donor base. Thanks to everybody.
Everybody coming together to make it work. That's what it's all about.
Yep, definitely.
Awesome. Well, guys, again, thank you so much. We appreciate y'all so much. And we appreciate you for watching. That's all the time we have for right now. We'll see you next time.
Bye,
Have a great
guys.
day.
Thank you.